Welcome to the Forest, Leo. This reading is for anyone drawn to these beautiful fire energies. I'll be asking our guides to illuminate your journey in love and life, plus, I'll be seeking out the energy around you in love. Our reading is released almost daily, so to get notified, please subscribe and tap the bell if this resonates. The dragons of the forest appreciate it. They are very sleepy right now. It's a bit cold out where we are. Right now, I'm going to start off with these beautiful oracle cards here. They have a lot of bright artistic energies. Um, and then I'll be looking at what animal spirit guides are in the forest for you. And then at the end of the reading, we'll also discover what energies in love are around you and also what their spirit animal is as well. All right, so let's see what we have right away for our energies. And what's today for Leo? It's been a bit icy out there. Kind of days when like the ground, it's not even snow anymore. It's like, oh, it looks like snow. No, it's solid. You might as well be walking me. Oh, there you go. Celebration and children. Oh, that's really cool. Maybe you have some kids or fur kids that maybe have some birthdays coming up, or maybe you're just celebrating getting a new pet or something like that. Maybe you're just feeling very drawn to hanging out with your children or, snuggling up with your fur kids. But it looks like, you're also having a really good time and enjoying something like maybe something's like going just right for you right now. Or you're getting like invitations to go do something or, hang out online or something. Maybe you do like Discord or Jack in the Box or whatever it is, and you're just like hanging out, having fun. And maybe you're doing this with your kids. Maybe you're meeting new people. Maybe you're just kind of like letting go. Maybe even doing like a staycation and just doing whatever gets you vibing, dancing, singing by yourself. Maybe, and I do see all these other animals here too as well. So yeah, so maybe you're gonna be lucky with animals this week here. Maybe something's gone like really well, in those areas too. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. See what spirit guide we have for Leo. Which guide is vibing with you? Oh, the heron and patience. That's beautiful. So herons are one of those birds that have very, very long legs and these very long beaks. And what they do is they just sit and they wait in the water and they just listen, and they kind of just wait until that fish is right there. And then they dive right after, they just whoop, and they nab that fish. They don't just go like running around chasing every fish they see. They stand there and they wait for the fish to come to them. So this your spirit animal guide is saying, just be patient. What you are waiting for is coming to you. And maybe you're just like not quite there yet, that or the universe maybe isn't, like quite in alignment. But it's kind of like that feeling of like when you're in the river, and you're standing still and it's going past you, and it's kind of they're just saying, just be still. Patience will bring you rewards. They're saying, be confident because what you have, like, it is there. It is waiting for you. All right. Oh, where am I putting these? I'm gonna look at these later also for the energies around you in love. And right now we'll see where you are at. Okay, well, that was quick. We have the Hermit, the Nine of Air, and the Hangman. Why is it? Interesting. Oh, I love the Hermit in this one. This is the Manga Tarot. But I just love this colors and this forest that he's in. It's these very like I'm going to explore this forest because there's something mystical and magical here. Maybe something that hasn't been explored or discovered yet, and I'm going to take my time and I'm going to look at these things. Again, and then we have another energy here, of patience with the hangman, of, kind of taking a break from things. And this one I'm noticing his eyes are closed, so but his that looks like its crown chakra is lit up. So maybe just trying to trust your intuition at this point because there's something going on that you are not happy about, to say the least. And I feel like you're just kind of like looking within here, trusting that things are kind of work out. Because it looks like maybe there was something going on that has you just doubtful, fearful, anxious, maybe not able to sleep, kind of a vibe here, kind of just like waiting and waiting. Kind of like needing to maybe look at things in another way here. Kind of, maybe even looking for those answers inside of yourself. You're kind of trying to figure out the situation, maybe figure out why you're feeling this way or why your thoughts are kind of doing this dance here. But we'll keep going, we'll find out. We illuminate Leo's journey, and then we'll clarify those as well. So a couple more here just to see. Okay, that's way more than I needed. But well, if I look, then I look. So I hate not looking. So I'm like, well, then I kind of saw this one, and I kind of saw that one. I don't know. Let's just see everything. What does it all have to say, right? Because you definitely have some big energies going on here for sure, right? Definitely with this tower here. There's the 10 of earth, the 9 of earth, the 8 of fire, the ace of fire, the 7 of air, the queen of fire, the star, and the 9 of fire. So definitely, going through this healing process here because, like, something upsetting is happening. Something is going on. Something that you thought was stable and solid, maybe not so much. And you're being given this opportunity here, kind of look at things differently so we can keep going. It looks like maybe, you're ending some cycles here, some stuff that you've worked on and invested in. In the material world, at least, it looks like it's doing pretty good. I feel like I'm just kind of trying to get a vibe for these cards. I feel like there was possibly a situation going on here where you felt like there was something maybe amiss or going on possibly in the relationship. I'm not sure if it's coming from you or if it came from an outside source, but where it just felt like something was going on that shouldn't be going on. You just kind of kept getting this vibe like, yeah, something's up. I don't know what this is. Like, what's this other energy doing here? And I kind of feel like you're going from being in this place of, oh my God, this is overwhelming. I hate this, to like more of a kind of, all right, well, let's freaking just see what's going on here. Let's check this out. Let's figure out what's going on. See if I can work this out here. And I feel like you're kind of figuring that out. Like, okay, yeah, there's something going on in my thoughts that are going on, that I kind of feel are connected to something that maybe you feel you're in conflict with somebody about, or possibly just, I want to say it's this feeling of it's like a cycle, like I'm always dealing with this. Maybe feeling, I want to say competitive or defensive almost. But at the same time, I want to say like you're standing your ground here. You're like, I know what I friggin' know, or feel at least. I feel like your intuition though might be kicking in here, but with that hangman, like I feel like you are trying to see things differently, in order to kind of figure out what is going on here, because I feel like you're very. Let's see. I might have to clarify. Like, I kind of was gonna say, I feel like you're focused more on the things that are going good for you right now, just because of the way these wands are going towards this. That might just be kind of a distraction from the other kind of chaos that you have going on here that you're trying to like heal from, because I feel like like, hey, I'm a friggin' like badass, right? Like I I'm good at what I do. I know who I am. And I feel like maybe there is this like impulsive like, but like not like impulsive, but kind of like you just um I think it's like this queen of fire here. I'll just show you. that I'm like kind of picking up on here. This vibe of like, I know who I am. You know, like I'm not one of those people who just sits around and waits, kind of maybe like that Heron was saying to do. You're like, I know what I need to do and then I do it, you know. Um, and I'm driven by my passions, you know, the things that I'm really feeling in the moment here. I'm kind of picking up on, you know, and she is more mature, I would say, kind of an energy. It's not like you're running around like, you know, being whatever about things, but I feel like this is like a positive energy for you. This is you being like, yeah, I feel like there's something going on. I feel like if there's, you know, stuff going on that shouldn't be going on, like I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to do it in my way with my kind of flair about this, you know, because I'm not going to sit around and let somebody treat me badly, right? Like I get this vibe from her that's very strong, you know. You know, and I feel like with these thoughts here that are just not good at all, you're just like, I'm tired of this, right? This is some sort of cycle that's been happening. We're just constantly like, all right, yeah, let's come on, let's do this. Like, all right, you know, and I feel like you're coming to that conclusion that, like, all right, I gotta friggin' like do something about this. Like, things have to change here. Maybe you don't want them to change, but I feel like they are with that Tower card. I mean, I can clarify it to see if this is something that's been happening or if this is something that you're kind of doing, but I kind of feel like honestly it's just the situation because of how you're feeling here and how these energies are coming out. They're kind of like, yeah, like this isn't stable. And yeah, I totally feel that. Like, I mean, you shouldn't have to always be feeling like you're on your toes or like constantly having to work at something, you know? You know, and I feel like with this star card, like this is you being like, all right, yeah, like I need to be like, I want to be more zen here. Like, you know, like I am this like fiery, creative, passionate person, and I want to be putting myself into the things that are going to blossom from it, that are going to appreciate it, and that make me feel happy, that heal me, that make me feel good. That, you know, because, you know, and I just see like this beautiful card here, you know, and all these stars that are lit up behind her. Like, I love this card. I think it's so beautiful. Um, you know, and she's completely vulnerable, trusting in the divine, trusting in the downloads that she is getting from the universe here. You know, she knows that she's beautiful inside and out, but that doesn't even matter because all she, you know, this is like inspiration, this is healing, this is self-care. Like nothing else that's going on matters. This is like, you know, finding that inner spark and that joy. And I feel like this is like very different from all these other energies you have going on here. This is that, you know, and I mean the major arcana that are coming in for you, that, you know, they're these energies of things aren't being stable, things need to change, we need you to rest, we need you to pause, we need you to see things differently, we need you to go within, and kind of reevaluate things so that we can start you back off on this on a stable base here, so we can get you back on track, you know. And I feel like you're kind of maybe feeling that, you know, with these situations that are going on, but you know, because I do feel like you have been very sturdy. You've put yourself into this investment, whether this is like a person or just, you know, other things going on in your life. Like I feel like you did put a lot of time and energy and heart into something, you know, and you had that feeling of family and home and legacy and like abundance and, you know, being like, you know, this queen, you know, she reminds me of like friggin' like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty or something, you know, like she's got a friggin' like bird perched on her finger, flowers in her hair. And I feel like this is your energy too, when you're not in this other energy of like, you know, working at whatever this is, that you're just like, dang, you know. Um, But anyway, I can keep going. I'll clarify some of these, I guess. Let's clarify those air. The 7. Oh my god, and the tower again. So, okay, so your air cards, the cards that are about your thoughts here, about, hey, was there something going on here? Was there another energy coming in? Do I need to like keep an eye on this situation? What is going on? You have the Tower and the Seven of Earth. This is your kind of like wake up call on something that you've been putting yourself into for a very long time, you know, and whether or not you decide that you want to continue on with this or not, because it looks like it's something you've been trying to perfect. Maybe it was like a friendship or something, but something that seemed very, very solid, something you put yourself into, you worked at, you're like, yes, like, let me put this touch here, this touch there, like, if it's a person, you know, maybe it's just spending that time with them, you know, it's that, I don't know. Like, sorry, I'm just kind of getting lost in how this is like this green and this red, you know, maybe even like combining things, you know, like learning about each other and anyway, sorry, I don't know. I feel like maybe you thought you were going to be there for a really long time and you're kind of just having this moment of like, I don't know if I want to be here anymore. Or maybe it's just the situation's changed so drastically, you're like, I want to go, right? Um, but are, you know, it's not even about going. I'm not sure why I'm saying that. I think it's just because these birds here are like leaving this, you know, they're like, I'm not gonna stay in something that's not stable. I'd rather leave. I'd rather fly away. You know, like they don't want to be in a building that's being struck by lightning. And you know, I like this saying about birds is like, oh, what is it? Like when they sit on a branch, it's not because like they're afraid the branch isn't gonna break or whatever. When you see these big huge birds on these tiny branches, it's because they just trust their wings are gonna be there for them if they fall. You know, if the branch isn't big enough to hold them, that's fine. They have wings, you know. So maybe I'm getting a little bit of that here. Like maybe time to spread your wings a little bit. Figure out what that is that you really, really want to put yourself into. What is that spark, that light, that healing? You know, that good, happy place that you go to, you know, that makes you light up from within, you know, that you'd want to put yourself into, that you'd want to like build a legacy in a home, you know, maybe, you know, focus on a new beginning here because it looks like there is like something new popping up here for you with this ace coming in. And, you know, it's possible that this is connected to that same energy. I'm not 100% sure here. But I mean, this is you finding that spark again, saying, "Wow, like I am putting myself here. I'm putting my foot down. I'm planting my flag and saying this is what I'm doing." Like, wow, and then all these like opportunities possibly coming up for you, you know, and what you're passionate about, what you feel that spark for. Um, but yeah, very depthy read here, Leo. But let's see if there's anything else you want to clarify. I don't really want to. I mean, I guess I'll clarify that 8 of fire because I think I said I was going to do that before. Oh, okay, the 9 of water. Yeah, okay. I remember how I was saying, like, I felt like this, how this was laying. I felt like this was just them saying, focus on your, like you're focusing more on your happiness here. And they're kind of basically saying, yeah, like that was right. Like you're focusing on what makes you feel happy. You know, you're gonna be able to put yourself into things that are going to actually give you that, you know, bit of joy. You know, I really like how in this one, especially like this isn't just like one thing here. This is like so many different things that are making this crow happy. You know, he has fruits, he has flowers, he has seeds, he has the sun, you know, and he has so much he can share it with everybody else. He has more than enough happiness. He has more than enough he could give if he wanted to. But this is just like you and your feelings. Like, this is just like, I am so happy because I am so abundant and beautiful. You know, and I feel like that is what you're focusing on, you know, maybe being a little bit more of that, you know, queen, you know, going from this, you know, fire, not even going from, but like, you know, changing gears from being this, like, you know, in your thoughts, like letting shit, you know, to kind of being that like, yes, I'm going to take this fire and this drive and I'm going to put it into this new thing, this creative thing, or whatever this is, and I'm going to focus on what makes me happy, right? And you're going to keep going. I might not feel like it right now. And it might be a little bit slow here. You know, I mean, there's definitely healing, but you have these little sparks showing up, these things coming around in your life to kind of like remind you, you know, how to stay grounded and, you know, that there is like happiness out there to be had. You know, maybe that's even some of this little nudge here. You going, oh my God, yeah, like, why am I putting up with this? But I feel like right now you're kind of maybe in that oh shit mode, you know, possibly like looking within here, like, what am I doing? What do I want to do? Like, um, you know, kind of trying to see things differently here, you know, and maybe even feeling like circumstances are just kind of like stuck. But you know what? They're not going to be for long because you definitely have a lot going on here, you know, as far as like healing and being able to end cycles and move on and like find happiness and focus on these other things going on. Because I think even recognizing that there's some kind of cycle going on here is gonna like kind of help or whatever that is, you know. But anyway, let's see. Let's get an energy for love around you with the angel cards here. Energy and love around Leo. And energy and love around Leo coming towards Leo. Leo's energy for the next couple weeks. Energy and love. Leo. 5 of water, the 9 of water, the Queen of air. Ooh, I like that. I like this queen, and this one especially. But I'll show you those. I feel like they're kind of being maybe a little bit, I feel like they are being very decisive about the situation based on logic, because I want to say that there was a situation going on where maybe they felt kind of guilty about something, maybe something that was kind of like positive. I mean, this could also just be them looking into the past, not even guilty, maybe even, but like nostalgia, possibly, kind of more vibe. You know, kind of just kind of wishing things had been different, almost kind of like I'm getting with these like goblets here that are kind of like overturned and whatnot. But also feeling like very happy and hopeful, you know, kind of trying to be logical about looking forward to the future here. But they do have like a lot of love here with this 9 of water. Which is really interesting. I really want to clarify this 5 here. I feel like it's just, there's something. The 10 of air, interesting, because you have the 9. Okay, so like it could possibly even be the same situation. It might be something different, but I feel like whatever this was, this conflict, whatever your thoughts are that are going on about it, I kind of feel like they're like, oh shit, like they kind of felt that too, whatever that was going on here. But they kind of feel like the worst is over now. And maybe things didn't really go how they wanted them to, you know, and they were kind of feeling like shitty about it. Let me see. Was I saying guilty before? I don't know. Maybe like wishing like they'd done things differently, but like, oh well, I already, but like they're like, well, we already did the thing about this, and I'm trying to move forward with their thoughts, but their feelings are like not. I don't know. Let me see. The King of Fire. Interesting. Oh, jeez. I was gonna ask for more, and then I was like, oh no. clarify their Queen of Air too. Why not, right? Oh, the star. So you guys would both have the star healing. Like I was saying, with like them kind of just being logical about things. That's kind of like how they're doing their healing thing right now, is kind of like being logical about looking into the future, like this is even realistic here, trying to be like, all right, yeah, like that friggin' happened, and now I'm trying to like move on from it, honestly. Because it looks like there was a situation going on here that they ended up feeling like just not very happy about, and their thoughts were like not very happy about it either. But now they're at that point like where they're like, all right, like possibly they've been anxious about it, depressed, you know this deck, they're trying to like be more positive about it. So it could be that they are like recovering from one of those things, trying, especially with that star card, trying to maybe like heal things, being like, all right, yeah, like maybe shit did hit the fan or whatever, maybe, whatever. But they're trying to be optimistic about it now, I guess, is what I'm getting at here. They're kind of like, all right, yeah, like I was in my feelings about that, and now I'm trying to get over it. Like, I'm gonna be logical about it. What happened happened. The worst is over, right? And they're gonna kind of like embrace this new energy of love, of like being happy and being driven. And they have this King of Fire who is just like super ambitious, confident, like that, like go getter energy. Maybe even matching your Queen of Fire. Maybe that's why you like this energy so much. Maybe you feel that vibe with them, that fire vibe, that, creative, whatever. And I mean, you did have this ace that came up, and remember, I said I wasn't sure if this new spark or whatever is with this energy or not. But I mean, they do have a lot of love. It might be self love here. It might be, just this energy of like just healing and like taking the reins and like just doing the thing here. Um, because they're gonna embrace that and be very, very confident and loving, and kind of just going after what they want. um, and this, it might be more of like an independent vibe, them going their own way here, as they're healing. I mean, you're healing too here. um, but I mean, maybe it's together, I'm not sure. It really just depends on you, on your circumstances, like everybody's different. um, you know, and whether or not, energies are what they are too, and people don't always do, what they feel, and whatnot. But it looks like this person is very wise. Like they're using this experience to learn from it. They're kind of like moving on here, is what at least that's what it looks like here. Um, I don't know, maybe they're not learning from it, but at the end of the day, they're realizing what happened, at least to themselves, because they're like trying to get over it here. They're like trying to embrace this new situation. Um, and I do like that they are being logical. But it might also be that they're, I'm not gonna say they're gonna be unemotional, but I feel like they're going to be very focused on whatever this thing is that they're focused on, right? Like this Queen of Air, she's focused on this image in this globe here. It looks like a unicorn or something, could also be like communication or something. Um, and I feel like, with these two, like these colors, like I almost wonder if they're connected, if like this drive is part of this waiting, part of this communication or whatever. But mostly I just feel like that's them just being logical. And I mean, it also might be that they're healing from some kind of communication as well, you know. But they're having this moment. They're also having, that aha moment that, you know, what's going to heal me, what's, same as you, kind of, what's going to be in their best interest, what's going to make them happy, and, make their lives be balanced and beautiful and healthy here. With this ton of air, being about recovery, definitely looks like they need to do that. And, maybe they just need to be focused on that right now. So maybe they're, maybe not always the most communicative, but it looks like they are feeling this drive to like be more confident, to kind of embrace them and go towards what makes them happy here. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up and see what their spirit animal is. You have the heron. It's a reminder. Oh. Wow, okay, right away you have the giraffe with visionary. Or you, your person, I'm sorry. Or the energy that's around you in love, you know. That's really cool. Like, what was he saying about, like, she's definitely a visionary. Look at that. She's literally looking into, like, a globe. That's cool. Yeah. You know, trying to see ahead, trying to get a different perspective on things, kind of trying to figure out their next move here. Again, like this one says, even stand tall, you know, maybe they want to be more confident, you know, and figure out where their heart lies, right? Like, what do they love? You know, what makes them happy? This is also about being graceful, and giraffes are also very family oriented, and they are very good with their young, and they are like good to one another, you know, as far as, you know, animals and herds go and that kind of thing. But I kind of feel like this is like them getting back on their 2 feet, kind of like growing back into themselves, being able to stretch out again and see things maybe, you know, differently than before. But anyway, so yeah, in the forest today, for both of you, for you, we have the heron, you know, coming out of the river saying, you know, it's okay to be patient, it's okay to be still, you know, it's okay to take care of you and just listen to the universe, listen to yourself for a while, just, you know, find that balance. And then we also have the giraffe coming up for this energy and love around you, you know, reminding you that sometimes you just need to kind of take a moment to yourself, you know, to grow in order to see things differently, you know, and they also have this aura of love and healing, and looking for the right path, you know, taking their time, also being patient, you know, trying to see things differently. So, anyway, that's really, really beautiful. You have energies of patience and visionary. Beautiful. Long-legged heron and a long-necked giraffe. Anyway, I hope you have a great couple weeks, and I'll talk to you later.